We have to see the communities benefit from the resources that are coming out of economic development in this particular sub-region. Let me use this opportunity to thank my brother, the MD, CEO for NDDC, for believing in WHO, like the Nigerian government itself. We will stand ready. We'll continue to partner with you, starting with the initiative on health insurance to cover the most vulnerable, but expand the reach of the services with our technical support to you and through you to the agenda of Nigerian government to achieve the objectives of the Renewed Hope agenda. We count on you to scale up the SWAP approach that has been initiated by the Minister of the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare. We would like to work alongside other sectors of the government, including the Ministry of Regional Development. And I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge you, Honorable Minister, for being with us here. Thank you again as you allow us to join this event, which will be a signal of another step in our support to Nigeria to accelerate toward achieving universal coverage for all. Thank you again for your attention.
The one-time Speaker of the Old River State House of Assembly and has held several positions of trust, the Right Honorable Chief Claudius Enengesi. He will be speaking on behalf of the Otuasega community. Please, a round of applause for him. As it comes, he will be speaking for just 2 minutes.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the wife of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, the mother of our great nation, the wife of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency the Governor of Bayelsa State, wives of governors that are here, members of the National Assembly, Royal Highnesses, ladies and gentlemen, my job is a very short one. I stand here on behalf of my community, Otuasega in Ogwea local government, to say a very big welcome to our community. A few days ago, I had a chat with the MD NDDC. He asked me, have you ever had a head of state or the wife of a head of state visit your community? I said no. On that note, on behalf of our community, we want to express a profound gratitude to you, Your Excellency, and the Niger Delta Development Commission for finding us worthy to be here and to instill that hope that Mr. President did promise us. It is not only a renewed hope. For us now, it's a reinforced hope that tomorrow will be better than what you are doing. The collaboration between the Renewed Hope Initiative and NDDC, going by the act of forming the NDDC, is an interventionist commission. For the first time in these parts of the Niger Delta, we are feeling the real impact of the Niger Delta Commission. Our children will now have a very conducive atmosphere to study. Our old people, women and children, will have a befitting hospital. We are very thankful, Madam. We are very thankful to the NDC. And so the management of the Niger Delta Commission, I've been around for the past 1 week to observe the zeal with which you do your job. I saw directors, management staff that work throughout the night. And I think I also take this time to thank Mr. President for selecting this set of directors and putting together this commission. It has never been this before. But as a token of our appreciation, my communities have put a little, very small, but it's from the bottom of our heart, from the flaps of our hearts, a gift. And as a culture, when we have an august visitor, to say thank you and welcome, and we will always here to receive you again. On behalf of my community, I'll call some 3 Amazons to step forward and do what we've agreed to do.
Development, Honorable Engineer Abubakar Momo, FNSE, FPA.
Your Excellency, our First Lady, the mother of the nation, distinguished Senator Orulemi Tinubu, daughter of the Niger Delta region. Let me also recognize the wife of the Vice President, Aja Nana Shetima. Also to be recognized is the governor of Bayelsa State, the executive governor and the wife, Senator Doye Diri. Also to be recognized is the wife of the Deputy Senate President, Aja Leila Barau. Let me also recognize the presence of the Chairman, Managing Director, and all other functionaries of the NDDC. To be recognized as well is the Chairman and members of the board of the House Committee and Senate Committee of NDDC. Please, for want of time, and for the mere fact that I wouldn't want to breach protocol or not follow the right protocol, let me observe protocols that have already been established. But I think it would be wrong if I refuse to recognize the wife of the governors and the wife of the ministers who are here present, including my wife and the national woman leader of our dear party. First, I think because of want of time, I just want to abridge my talk this evening. We are here to formally welcome our amiable mother, distinguished Senator Orulemi Tinubu, who is here visiting on a collaborative effort with the NDDC. Let me say that this is the second time we are witnessing this collaborative effort of the Renew Hope initiative of the First Lady. And we are indeed very glad that she's able to key, or we are able to key into the program of the Renew Hope initiative of the First Lady. Let me say that when you are talking in terms of health, we are talking of the productive nature of the nation itself. There cannot be any productive nation if meaningful effort is not directed towards the health system of that very nation. It will be recalled that the event we are witnessing today is the second in the series since we took over as minister. Last year, the NDDC embarked on this kind of program across 11 states of the Niger Delta region. And today, we are having a flag off, and this will also be cascaded to the various states of the Niger Delta region. It will be recalled that last year alone, without the collaboration of the Office of the First Lady,
about 32,000 patients were treated, some on eye surgery, some on dental surgery, fibroid operations. All this were achieved last year, medical outage. I have no doubt in mind, therefore, that with the collaboration of the Office of the Renew Hope Initiative of the wife of Mr. President, we are going to add more to that and achieve more than what we did last year. Let me therefore use this opportunity to call on other regional development commissions that are just coming up to find time to read through the programs of the Renew Hope Initiative of our dear First Lady. For me, I have gone through the programs, and I've been able to successfully connect them with the 8 presidential priorities of Mr. President, and they are fully in alignment. And to that very extent, I will call on the development commissions, starting from the Northeast Development Commission and all other new commissions that we should take off to key into the Renew Hope initiative of the First Lady, so that more meaningful development can be cascaded to the various regions of Nigeria. Having said that, let me also quickly wrap up by saying that, yes, before now, NDDC has always been associated with stories of failure, stories of non-performing, stories of corruption. But I want to assure you that with the current board in place, things have changed tremendously. And ask me why. When the head is rotting, the entire system will go bad. I want to say that the performance of NDDC today is as a result of what Mr. President believes in. If Mr. President does not want NDDC to work, by now you would have heard a lot of story, a lot of fighting here and there, complaints. But for me, as the minister supervising the NDDC, for one day, I don't think Mr. President has had any negative statement or comment made about NDDC. So in most cases, each time I meet with him, I have the opportunity is, how is NDDC? I said, they are doing well. He said, I believe that is correct. So I think for the president of the nation to believe that an agency like this is working very well, we need to encourage them. That is the more reason when in the recent time, a number of people wanted to bring in about confusion in NDDC so that we revert to the situation in the past. We had to quickly come out and nip it in the bud to let the world know that this board of NDDC is working and they have a tenure, and their tenure is for 4 years. It is only when they are not performing that report will get to the president, and the president is bound to change them. I think with what we are doing, I want to believe that you are going to remain in this position for the next 3 years that you have to perform. So once again, I have to thank you. I welcome you, our mother of the nation, and also to thank our guests and also members of the National Assembly, because they have also cooperated with the NDDC. If they have not cooperated with us, it will be very difficult. So I think the only thing I want to urge them is that the 2025 budget that will soon be presented before you, we will want a situation where it is passed speedily so that we can witness more development in the Niger Delta region. I'm happy that in the past 1 month, we have been part of the history. We have been going around from one state to the other, commissioning projects. And that is what is needed in this country. We don't want a situation where you put a bond in place. At the end of the day, it's one form of story or the other. Finally, let me also use this opportunity, because anytime I find myself in a situation like this, particularly with the presence of governor, is to call on the governors of Niger Delta to collaborate with NDDC. NDDC is not a competitor. It's not competing with state government and local government, but it's to intervene in areas where there are gaps. Therefore, I wish to call on the governors of the Niger Delta region to collaborate with NDDC and other regional development commissions that we should be in place. Because for us in the Niger Delta, I'm sure God has helped us that in a very short time, we will also have South-South Development Commission. I think by the time NDDC, South-South Development Commission collaborate with state governments, there must be meaningful development in Niger Delta region. Once again, I have to thank you. God bless.
Senator Ekpeyong Asukwo. If we can celebrate our legislators here from the National Assembly, please. Led by the Senate Committee Chair on NDDC, Senator Ekpeyong Asukwo.
Your Excellency, the wife of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency Distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, the wife of the Vice President of Nigeria, Her Excellency Hajia Nana Shatima, wife of the Deputy Senate President, Hajia Laila Barrow, the Governor of Bayelsa State, His Excellency Distinguished Senator Doye Diri, and his lovely wife, the First Lady of Bayelsa State, Her Excellency Dr. Gloria Diri, First Ladies of other states here present, distinguished senators here present, starting with distinguished Senator Patrick Ndubueze, Imo North, and Deputy Chairman of the Senate Committee on NDDC, distinguished Senator Eteng Jonah Williams, Chairman Upstream Petroleum, Cross River Central, distinguished Senator Benson Sunday Agadaga, Bayelsa East, and Chairman of the Oil and Gas Host Communities at the Senate, distinguished Senator Benson Kombowe Friday, Bayelsa Central, and Senator Ede Dafinone, Delta Central. The Chairman, the House Committee on NDDC, Eritake Ibori, and all members of the House of Representatives that are here. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please permit me at this point to rest on the protocols that have been established. Distinguished guests, traditional rulers, members of the community, ladies and gentlemen, I bring warm greetings from the President of the Senate, His Excellency Senator Godswill Oborakpabio, and the entire National Assembly. They have asked me to assure you of their unwavering support for the development of the entire Niger Delta region. As we commission this secondary school, cottage hospital, and flag off of this year's medical outreach, we continue to witness firsthand how the implementation of President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda in the Niger Delta is providing quality education for our children and accessible health care for our people. I assure you that the future is bright and things can only get better. As representatives of the people, the Senate Committee and House Committee on NDDC, of which I and my sister here are privileged to chair, remains committed to its oversight functions. We will continue to appropriate resources effectively and efficiently for the Niger Delta and ensure that these resources are meticulously used for the benefit of the people of the region. Development must be transparent and sustainable, and the committee will work closely with the NDDC to guarantee this. Today is a testament of the renewed focus of the Niger Delta Development Commission under the leadership of the chairman of the board, Mr. Chiedu Ebie, the managing director, Dr. Samuel Obuku, and the entire board and management and staff. The NDDC has truly moved from transaction to transformation, and it's ensuring that development is about delivering real, tangible change to communities. Your Excellency, distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, the commissioning of this cottage hospital, community secondary school, and flag off of this medical outreach is a reflection of this new commitment of the NDDC. To the good people of Otusega, these projects are now yours. Protect them and guard them jealously. I am positive that this is the beginning of even greater development in this community, in this state, and in the Niger Delta region. Once again, I offer my congratulations to all stakeholders involved in the completion of this project. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Please a better round of applause for members of the National Assembly. Please stand with the responsibility of performing oversight functions. Thank you, sensational Bamidele. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, when the members of the National Assembly came to make their remarks, it then occurred to me that indeed we have full representation from the National Assembly. Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you know, she was a senator, and once a senator, always a senator. And His Excellency, the Governor of Bayelsa State, was also a senator. So we have full representation from the parliamentary. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'll now be inviting to make his remarks the man who is bringing the assured prosperity to Bayelsa State. We call him the difficult terrain tamer. His Excellency, distinguished Senator Doye Diri, Diolotu Pepe 1.
Ils ont comme favor qui me mien. Ogbe alo. Your Excellency, a very beautiful chairman of mine. Chairman Committee on Telecommunications. Today, our mother, the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu. Let me also acknowledge my chairman on Interior in the Senate. I'm very blessed because I met both of them in the Senate. Telecommunications, and then this one is Interior. I worked with her husband, who was chairman, and I was deputy chairman of that committee, the wife of the vice president. My dear wife and wives of my colleagues that are here in Bayelsa, and my colleagues from the National Assembly, both from the green chambers and the red chambers. I had the opportunity of tasting both chambers. I welcome you all. The board and management of the NDDC, and of course the Honorable Minister of Regional Integration. For want of time, let me also respect all the protocols that have been very duly established. I like to start this way. The wife of the president, our First Lady, This is the second time she's coming to Bayelsa. Now, because I went through both chambers, I have worked with a lot of chairmen of committees. But working with her in the Committee on Telecommunications was so different. Because at a point, I was very busy following political matters in my state. And even in my absence, this one is only for National Assembly members. You know, when you are not there, you are not there. But even in my absence, whatever that was due me from that committee, she made it possible for me to have. And I was just telling her that Your Excellency, you have not changed. It's the same way you prodded us in the Senate, the same way you come in and make us laugh, and you are still continuing with it. Thank you, Your Excellency. Her first coming to Bayelsa, yes, I was governor, and she expected that this is my former colleague and my member. And if you recall, that was when we had the 2022 flood, unprecedented flood. And I was told that my chairman will be coming into the state, and they gave me a time. And I waited for my chairman for 2 hours. I didn't see her. And unfortunately, my wife was also out of the country. And I was expecting the United Nations visitor. If you recall, that was when the government of the day at that time said the flood in Bayelsa was not even among the 10 most flooded states in Nigeria. And meanwhile, my people were suffering, dying, flood taking over their homes. And so I was forced to leave for Ekewe in southern Niger with the United Nations coordinator in Nigeria. And I was told when I left, you arrived Bayelsa. And some people wanted to interpret it politically. And that was not correct. And if you recall, the following day, I called you on phone and we spoke. And some persons felt it was because of politics. No. I revered you from when we met in the Senate up until today. And to make matters better, I have never met your husband in the whole of my political life, not until the past elections. And a level playing field was there for Bayelsa, that whoever that is popular, let him go and win. I am a Democrat, so I will behave like a Democrat. And that's why today I can stand here again as governor, because your husband behaved like the proper Democrat that he is. A man that was in Nadeko, and out of Nadeko flee this country. And today he's president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So on behalf of your state, I was thinking that my younger brother will welcome you and I will join him to welcome you on behalf of the state. But he decided to welcome you on behalf of Ogbea. Well, Ogbea is one local government area in Bayelsa State. So on behalf of your state, the good people of Bayelsa, in all the local government areas, we warmly welcome you and the Vice President's wife and your entourage to Bayelsa State. And today marks a significant milestone with the flag off of the NDDC Renewed Hope Initiative, free medical outreach. But more importantly, we also had this partnership that the state-owned institutions, both the secondary school and the hospital, were renovated by the NDDC. and furnished and equipped. And today we are going to commission them. And the state government is grateful for that. As I said, having had the privilege of working with you as my chairman in the Senate, I can confidently attest that this momentous occasion reflects who you are, a lover of progress, a lover of development. Your commitment to the well-being of our people and the growth of our nation is truly motivating, and we are grateful for the leadership that you are giving, not only to the women, that you are giving indeed to Nigeria. Under your visionary leadership, our president, who is now the Grand Master of Collaboration, I will call him the Grand Master of Collaboration. Why did I say so? Since I assumed office as governor of Bayelsa State, I had 3 very difficult senatorial terrains. One is the Nembe Brass Road, the other is the Yenagoa Oporoma Ukubie Koluama Road, and the third is the Ekeremo Age Road. I had written letters to the then government, and the only person who responded to me was the then Minister of Works, Babatunde Fashola. And the collaboration never worked until President Bola Ahmed Tinubu took over. Again, I wrote letters and visited him. The good news, Bayelsans are already aware, is that we have completed the first phase of the nearing completion of Nembe Brass Road, but President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has awarded the second phase of the Nembe Brass Road. The contractor has reported to me, and the contractor has been mobilized to site. And so work will commence on the second phase. Not only that, in the same Grand Master of Partnership, the President, what the Ijaws have been requesting for, I remember my days in the Ijaw National Congress, we talked about coastal roads that will link Lagos to all the coastal states. And this is over some 20, 30 years ago. But under President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, coastal road has been awarded. And that is what they just wanted. I was discussing with my chairman and Her Excellency, the First Lady. If you travel out, you see coastal roads and the beauty of the beaches. And we have them in Delta, in Bayelsa, in Edo, in Rivers, name them. And these places have been abandoned. But today we have hope that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will complete the coastal road. And my appeal on that is that while Lagos is coming, please also come and start from Cross River State in Calabar, so that both will be going side by side. And for us as a state government, all we need is partnership. We have never seen the NDDC as a competitor. Over the years, the NDDC has a lot of abandoned projects all over the Niger Delta. And sometimes, some projects that state governments are carrying on, the NDDC is also, so there are duplication of projects. And that's not good for our region. And my advice, privately and publicly, is that we need to collaborate and partner. It is out of that today that we have state government-owned institutions that have been uplifted by the NDDC, and we are coming to commission them. In the same vein, when he came on board, I approached him there was a road in my local government area leading to Yenagoa with a bridge abandoned over the years by NDDC. And he accepted to ensure that that road was completed and handed it over to the state government. And that road is almost, with the bridge, has gone very far, about 70% completed. But going forward, I don't want NDDC to hand over projects to me again. We would rather be handing over to you. You see, we cannot play politics with the development of our region. If we all love our region, if we all love our states, then we have no alternative but to partner and collaborate. And for today, we have a daughter of the region who is in the villa. And so what better opportunities do we have more than this? And today she's here with us. My chairman, the women of Bayelsa are very happy that they have seen their first lady. They have seen a mother who has come. And for your information, since I assumed office, this is the first time a sitting president's wife is visiting Bayelsa State. We, as Ijaw people, you heard from the poet, author, and chairman of the Traditional Rulers Council. We are very peace-loving. And nobody in Bayelsa will see you and say, no, we don't want our first lady. Nobody. They are rather happy. If we allow them, they will say, Chairman, that you should not go today. But we know that you have a very pressing time. And that's why I didn't bring that one to you. Because the women had already told me, let me behave like the MD. My wife had already told me and directed me that talk to your former chairman and see whether she will agree with what the women have said, that they want to host you to a state dinner this evening. But I told them that from the beginning, when she called me, she said she has a commitment back in Abuja. And so the time is not there. So we will be expecting you to return to your region and to your state of Bayelsa. So once again, I want to appreciate all of us. Today, you can actually thinly distinguish between APC and PDP. Before we came on board, they don't eat together. They don't drink together. But I told them, first and foremost, we are Ijaw people. We are Bayelsa people. We are Nigerians. So whether you are APC or you are PDP, like my president will always say, we are all living under one roof, but in different rooms. And so today, you can see Bayelsa, APC, PDP, we work together, we drink together. And for the first time, I have APC members in my executive council as commissioners. It is only God that gives power. And so, for anybody who looks for power, pray hard. Pray hard. I know that my chairman is also a pastor. And she kept telling me that, look, my husband will be president. My husband will be president. She had that faith. And I will never forget when she kept whispering that to me. And today, as president and the wife of the president. Pray hard, and I'm sure that when God answers your prayer, your prayers will come to light. Once again, I welcome you on behalf of the state of Bayelsa, on behalf of all of us who are Bayelsans, old, young, women, youths, men, and everybody. And consider this state as one of your priority states. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Please let's put our hands together for the Prosperity Governor, His Excellency, Senator Gloyer. speech, our mother, Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Can we be seated? Thank you so much. I think I'll quickly go through my protocol, and because it's really me. I did that right, Your Excellency, didn't I? Thank you very much. I love Bayelsa. This is not politics. And most especially, I love Nigeria. And it gladdens my heart if for the opportunity to traverse this entire wonderful country. I think I'm honored. I'm truly honored, because you might not think it's interesting. This year I'll be 65, and I want to go through the entire nation, meet my people, Nigerians. So I'm really honored to be here in Bayelsa a second time. The wife of the Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Her Excellency Hajia Nana Shetima, wife of the Deputy Senate President, Hajia Leila Barao, the Governor of Bayelsa State, His Excellency Senator Doye Diri, MOP, the First Lady, I heard that in the palace, man of peace, and the President is MOP Emeritus. So the First Lady of Bayelsa State, Her Excellency Ambassador Dr. Gloria Diri, members of the National Assembly here present, my distinguished colleagues, and also His Excellency's colleagues, is really warm. I think this government particularly is really lucky, you know, and that's why things are moving very well between the legislature and also the executive. The Senate Committee Chairman on NDDC, Senator Asuko Ekpeyo, and other members of the Senate Committee, distinguished members that are here, and the Honorable Committee Chairman on NDDC, Honorable Erita K. Iborisuenu, with honorable members of the NDDC Committee as well. The Honorable Minister of Regional Development, Engineer Abubakar Momo, the wife of the Chief of Staff to the President, Mrs. Salama Tugbajabiamila, First Ladies of other states, especially the NDDD states that are here. Thank you so much. We have First Lady of Imo State, Barrister Chioma, Dr. Uzodima. First Lady of Jigawa State, Her Excellency Aja Adiza Umar Namadi. The First Lady of Kogi State, Hajia, Her Excellency Hajia Sefinat Usman Udodo. The First Lady of Ogun State, Her Excellency Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun. The First Lady of Osun State, Her Excellency Mrs. Titilola Adeleke. First Lady of Oyo State, Her Excellency, your own daughter, Tamuno Minini Makinde. Wives of members of National Assembly members here present, wives of honorable ministers, the members of the Bayelsa State Executive Council here present, APC National Woman Leader, Dr. Mrs. Mary Alele Idele, Chairman, Governing Board of NDDC, Mr. Chiedu Ibe, and other members of the Governing Board here present, Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, NDDC, Dr. Samuel Ogboku, and other management staff of NDDC, wife of the Inspector General of Police, Mrs. Elizabeth Egbetokun, wife of the Chief of Defense Staff, Mrs. Ogogo Musa, another daughter of Niger Delta, wife of the Director General, Department of State Services, Mrs. Charity Ajayi, another daughter again, wife of the Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service, Mrs. Kikelomo Adeniyi, WHO Country Representative, Dr. Walter Kazadi Mulombo. Thank you so much for loving this country. Each time you go into every state, you will always wear their clothes. I think Nigerians can learn from that. Thank you so much, and for all the wonderful work you do. The Chairman, Bayelsa State Council of Traditional Rulers, I don't think His Majesty is here, but if there's a representative, thank you so much. Religious leaders here present, prominent sons and daughters of the Niger Delta region, and I particularly like to recognize the Ologoshere of Warri, Chief Yiri Mami, our healthcare workers present, our dear youth, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to be in Bayelsa State again after my first visit, and it is with great delight for me to officially flag off the NDDC Medical Outreach Program Health Insurance Scheme and the distribution of school desks, benches, and textbooks in collaboration with the Renewed Hope Initiative. The beneficiaries of this program are the 9 states in the Niger Delta region, namely Abia, Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Cross River, Delta, Edo, Imo, Ondo, and Rivers, with Bayelsa State graciously hosting us today. The NDDC RHI collaboration began in 2024 to provide further support in critical areas of development by empowering communities and improving the quality of life in the Niger Delta region, in line with our Renewed Hope Initiative motto, towards a better life for families. You may recall that the NDDC earlier intervention in education provided over 45,000 preloaded U-lesson educational tablets and textbooks to upper secondary, primary, junior and senior secondary school students in both urban and rural communities in all the NDDC states. Also, the NDDC RHI Youth Internship Scheme has begun disbursing 50,000 Naira monthly stipends to 500 pre-identified beneficiaries for a period of 1 year in all the 9 NDDC states through the Office of the State First Ladies. I thought we'll give NDDC a hand. This is more like a conditional cash transfer. Today, the medical outreach program, which I was told is conducted quarterly, aimed to deliver essential health services directly to the community. It will address common health issues, provide preventive care, and raise awareness about health concerns that disproportionately affect rural residents, particularly in the area of maternal and child health. In addition, ambulances, along with a supply of personal protective equipment, will enhance healthcare delivery and emergency response. Health facilities in each NDDC state will be given 1 ambulance, while Bayelsa and Delta will be getting 2 ambulances each. This contribution will significantly aid in saving lives and ensure that the various communities receive prompt medical attention when needed. Also, the introduction of health insurance scheme that is specifically designed to cover rural communities in the NDDC states will provide thousands of families with access to affordable and reliable medical care. As an educationist, I'm glad that the Niger Delta Development Commission recognizes education as a vital pillar of development. That is why the distribution of 32,000 schools, desks, and benches to public schools will ensure that children can learn in more comfortable and conducive environment. All these initiatives are in line with the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, particularly the priority areas of education, health, and social investment, which aim to build a healthier, more educated, and empowered populace. I would like to express my profound gratitude to the Governor of Bayelsa State, His Excellency Senator Doye Diri, MOP, and the First Lady, Her Excellency Dr. Ambassador Mrs. Gloria Diri, for the welcome and warm hospitality extended to me and my team. I say thank you. Let me also commend the chairman, Mr. Chiedu Ibe, and the governing board of NDDC, the managing director and the chief executive officer, Dr. Samuel Ogboku, who is a son of the soil here, and his team for their hard work and commitment. Well done to every one of you. I would like to use this opportunity to extend my warmest congratulations to the Commission on the 25th anniversary, which in a few months will be celebrated. NDDC is no doubt a key intervention agency that continues to provide invaluable support and commitment to improve the lives of people in the Niger Delta region. To the good people of Bayelsa State and the entire Niger Delta region, this is your program. I encourage you to take full advantage of the various interventions, safeguard them, and continue to support efforts that will enhance development in your communities. We have a long list of commissioning today. I will begin with the official flag of the free medical outreach scheme. This includes a donation from the NDDC of 11 ambulances to selected hospitals in the region, as well as the provision of specialized personal protective equipment kits to chosen tertiary institutions in the area. I also commissioned the following: the renovated Tuesega Cottage Hospital, which includes medical equipment, a new ultra-modern 4-bed operating theater, a labor and delivery room, along with a dental suite, a 100 kVA soundproof generator, a 60 kVA solar power system, and a digital color Doppler ultrasound system. Also, a newly built community secondary school, Otuesega, and a donation of textbooks, desks, and benches. All these are to the glory of God and the benefit of the people of the Niger Delta region. I thank all our health workers who have volunteered their time, and together we are building a Nigeria where hope is renewed and we continue to put the best foot forward. God bless Bayelsa State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please let's put our hands together for our mother, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Her Excellency will now be taking photographs with the wife of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency the Governor of Bayelsa State, and his wife.
Shegon. Come on, somebody, help me make some noise in here. So, selele. Say,
We thank you for joy. We thank you for peace. We thank you for this hour. We are gathered unto you and not unto any man, except our thanks in Jesus' name. We commit this program unto your glorious hand. Please take absolute control in Jesus' name. For those who are still on their way coming, grant them journey mercies in Jesus' name. Every session of the program, please take absolute control. And we vow to continually give you all the praise, all the glory, honor, and adoration in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
We're glad that everybody is here. I just thought I just throw that in quickly. It's an honor that you're here, that you've taken your time to come here, to come be with other brethren. It means a lot to us. So while we're here today, I'm sure that we all do know why we're here, but of course it's important that it goes on record. We'll be giving out the honorary doctorate degrees to a few men of honor and a lady, of course, amongst us. And very soon we'll get to that shortly. I'll call out their names. It's very important for me. I'm going to give you all, of course, all of their profiles, as you can see in the program. But I just thought it's very important for me to kindly list out their names now, just once again. Adefison Williams Adeyemi Adebayo, Israel Ederica, Rami Arad, Taiwo Ogumilade, Shegun Adaju, Olubayode Awoshika, Mojisola Akinsoya, Tola Awosika, and of course Prince BC Olatilo. There's a round of applause for this gentleman and lady, of course. Right. So we're going to quickly do a video. I don't know if the video is ready. It's going to be a video from the Dean of SSBM. So just so we know, SSBM is the Swiss School of Business and Management in Switzerland. But so I thought we should just hear from the Dean, who's basically going to formally invite us into this program and into his program. The video, please.
Mario Silic, and I would like to start by congratulating all of you. Being a leader today is a huge challenge. We are still in the COVID-19 world. It's the new normal everybody's talking about. So it was never more challenging to lead a team, to lead a company, to be a CEO, to be a director of a company than today. What the world will look like tomorrow, no one knows. But one thing is sure, the way you lead today, the way you adapt, the way you change, the way you are agile and being more and more adapted to the new normal, to the new world, will define the way you will lead tomorrow's organizations, your teams, your people. In this award, which is actually a product of the great collaboration we have with M. Gibbs College and MG Business Solutions, SSBM Geneva is proud to welcome you to this ceremony. Being here should be a privilege. And from our side, the fact that we invested our time, we invested resources together with our partner M. Gibbs College to congratulate you, to say you did something distinctive compared to the others. You went ahead and did an amazing job. What we know today are the foundations of what we will build tomorrow. In that context, I'm proud actually to be here, to be in Geneva, and to welcome you to this ceremony, to congratulate you on this achievement, together with M. Gibbs College and MG Business Solutions, and actually to encourage you to continue this path that is not easy, and no one knows what the challenges will look like tomorrow. What is sure that the education will remain, and that education that you are constantly experiencing through the leadership style is something that we as an educational institution, together with our partner, are always working on. We want to improve this area to be a better leader tomorrow. The new normal is what we have today. How the post-COVID-19 world will look like, no one really knows. But what we know is that we should take some key learnings from where we are today, to build upon them, and to make the things better. This is what a good leader does. That is why, with M. Gibbs, we have actually decided to award you and to give you these awards for some exceptional things you did within your companies, within your organizations. We appreciate very much the job that you have done so far, and we are really strongly encouraging you to continue on this journey, on the leadership journey. I'll finish with that. I hope you will be enjoying the rest of your day, and warm welcome from Geneva, and hopefully I'll be able to see you in person when you'll come physically to Switzerland one day. All the best from Geneva.
Rationale behind these awards. I don't know if you can hear me. Can everyone hear me, please? All right, just wanted to be certain of that. Honorary degrees are awards given by universities to individuals to recognize their exceptional contributions to society or to lifetime achievement in their field. Recipients of honorary degrees do not have to meet any type of typical requirements of a doctorate, such as passing examinations or completing a thesis. Honorary degrees can be conferred on people from all walks of life. The Honorary Doctorate Degree Award, HDDA, under the auspices of the Swiss Business School of Business and Management, SSBM, is first of its kind to be organized in Nigeria. It is intended to celebrate and recognize businesses, companies, and enterprises with exceptional leadership and impact in the country. Over the years, most award schemes are focused on the already known or bigger brands, leaving out the relatively smaller and upcoming ones. This, we think, is not fair and do not afford equal opportunity to all industry players. Having noted this challenge, the Honorary Doctorate Degree Award seeks to bridge the gap by opening its consideration, nomination, and selection criteria to include upcoming enterprises, businesses, and their leaders. We believe that this will serve as a source of inspiration to potential businesses, entrepreneurs, and promote healthy competition among existing ones. The M. Gibbs College of Business and Management Nigeria, in partnership with the Swiss School of Business and Management Switzerland, is committed and promises to deliver very fair and credible awards going into the future. And so that's basically the idea, the rationale behind this award. So it's basically been a very well thought out research process of finding individuals who are definitely eligible and deserving of this award. Moving forward, I would like to recognize our special guest of honor in the person of Olubayo de Awoshika. Round of applause. You wonder why it's sitting down alone here at the corner? Yes, it is honor today. All right, sir, and I would like to, I don't know if you're too busy, kindly come up and just give us some sort of opening remarks here. Round of applause as he comes forward, please.
Thing to come and do, so, but it's nice to be elevated as a guest of honor. And we're talking about leadership. And, considering those of us that are here, before you are qualified to be invited to be an awardee here, I'm sure you must have been playing one role or the other as a leader in your area of endeavor. By the grace of God, I have been in practice of medicine for 44 years. I think I've been a leader in various fields. From the Army, I was a commissioned officer in the Army. I was there for about 7 years before I decided to leave and went abroad for postgraduate. But what is leadership? Basically, I think leadership can be defined as an act of influencing people. You need to be able to be in a situation where you can influence people behind working with you. If there's anything at all that we have, that we are praying for, is that we need to have good leaders. Because when you look at great companies that have done very well, you don't need to go too far. Those who are leading them. It's not just an act. As a leader, it's not an act. See, you are the pathfinder. You are the one you are the example that people will follow. And I'm sure many of us that are leaders in various, because every one of us that have been on today, I'm sure you are a leader in one place or the other. So obviously, you are a pathfinder. You are the one that everybody wants to listen to. So if the leader is not there, it's like when the head is not there. When the head is not there, the body is absolutely useless. And so, for the business world today, I believe that we need leaders. We need leaders. It's not just leader, we need the right leadership. Because there are leaders. There are leaders, but we need the right leadership. We need people that even when we all close our eyes, we can follow him and we know that we are not going to miss our way. That is what, as far as I'm concerned, this is what leaders is all about. And what are the main features of a leader? What are you looking for in a leader? Number one thing is integrity. That's number one thing. Because, and both in public and private, I can tell you this is missing. Because most times we talk about, it's public. There are good leaders in the public sector, and there are good leaders in the private sector. So also we have quite a number of bad leaders in the public sector, as well as we have bad leaders in the private sector. If not, that is why we've had all sorts of crashes of banks and all sorts of things, and people have lost so much money over the years. So obviously, there are problems with leadership. But integrity. And that is what we pray. And I believe that many of us that are here tonight that have been honored by this organization, if there's anything we're going to take along at all, is we are going to go home with this. Because there is going to be a label of integrity all around us. So people see us and they know there's something that is different about us. And probably maybe you ask yourself tonight, as this award is being given to you, maybe a salient question you want to ask yourself is that, of leader am I? What type of leader am I? Leaders should not be afraid to fail. Because that's one thing that people are scared of. Leaders take risk. But you see, leaders don't stay on the fence. It's not a situation of trying to play safe. No, that's not leaders. You're not a leader if you're trying to play safe. If you fail, most leaders have succeeded in life had failed at one time or the other. But if you fail, you know that surely you're going to stand on your feet again. I believe, again, some of the qualities that that every one of us that are being honored tonight will be exemplary leadership. Leaders by example. Looking at our nation, because I'm sorry, we cannot talk about leadership without looking at where we are operating. One thing I have always seen in this country, and I think I've lived long enough to see a bit of this nation. By the grace of God, in another month I will be 72 years. I've seen the first republic, the second. Which republic are we now? Anybody can remember? Ninth? Anyway, we're in one republic. Policy. What we need to do in our private businesses and our public life is walk the talk. We talk too much without doing anything. That is why we have conferences upon conferences upon conferences and nothing comes out of it. Let's start walking the talk. Even in our private business, let's start walking the talk. Let's start to give the example. You see, we are not here to criticize. In our own little way, we can make a difference. And I'm sure many of the awardees from this business school will be a good example in our nation that people will look up to and say, oh yeah, I don't know the school they belong. Let's start walking the talk. Start making integrity our watchword. So much is happening, but I believe that even the little we can do in our own little way will make a lot of difference. Little things in a business, when a business is doing so well, and people can get to your business and they are sure. I use it as an example. If I go to a petrol station and the government says the price is 162 or 162 naira, and I know I am really getting fuel that is 162 naira per liter. What do I mean? Nobody has tampered with the machine. You see, it's good to criticize government. Oh, this one, this. In your own little way, if you have opportunity to do that in a petrol station, if you are in the bigger oil and gas, then only God knows where we'll be. I think I've said it because this is very impromptu for me, but sincerely, I just want to let us know that one, let's make integrity our watchword. Let's start walking the talking. Let's stop talking. Let's stop criticizing. In your own little business, make a difference and be a good leader. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Successful men of integrity, honorable people run away from politics and running our governance. it's just something I'm just wondering. So at some point you've done very well in your personal life and your career and your business. You need to transfer that into the larger phase. I don't know. It's just something that just came to my head. That why are not these same people, why are they not in public office and helping us to drive ourselves to a better nation? Just something that came to my head. But I want to quickly call on the president and director of the M. Gibbs College of Business and Management, who is our host here today. But before he comes on, I'm just going to quickly read his profile very, very quickly. He goes by the name Dr. Michael Kojo Adegoke. I'm sure he will share with us where the Kojo in his name came from. Presently, Dr. Adegoke is the Chief Executive Officer of the MG Business Solutions Limited, Ghana. He holds a DPA from Swiss School of Business and Management, Geneva, Switzerland, MBA from University of Applied Science, Ghana. The founder and director of M. Gibbs College of Business and Management, and of course is the former country director of the Integrated Corporate Services, Ghana. Michael has taken NGBS Ghana outside the borders of Africa, where he was honored with the most recognized qualification in outsourcing as a certified outsourcing professional, COP, of course, with a master class from IAOP, Netherlands. He has over 20 years experience in banking, telecommunications, e-commerce, HRM, and business management. Ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not too busy, can you help me welcome Dr. Michael Kojo Adegoke.
Having opportunity to sit with all of you here, I want to say it's a privilege and thank you for coming. Once again, I want to say thank you to our special guest of honor. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that knowledge and that experience. One of the best business who called me this morning and said, Michael, why are you doing what you are doing? And how are you sure that these people are the best people in the system today? And what kind of process did you do to bring them on board and to say, these are the best CEOs in our time? I don't want to mention the name of the school, but it's one of the best schools in the country. And I said to them, a lot of nominees called me and they asked me, how did you get our names? How did you get our email? Michael, how did you send emails to us? And I said to them, when Switzerland called me, when SSB called me and said, Michael, can we do this in Nigeria? Nigeria is one of the best countries in West Africa, and can we just have these great men being awarded? And I said, yes, but it takes us to get some experts in the system to get these names done. So we hired some experts, and they did the diligent work, and after it, we got some names being sent to them, and after it, we have all of you here selected, and that's why we send our emails to you, and we are today congratulating you for being one of the best CEO in Nigeria. Can you please give yourself a clap, please? Thank you. Without wasting much of our time, M. Gibbs College is a business college started in Ghana about 3 years ago. We've graduated more than 150 students and our MBA students, and we've graduated more than 50 for DBAs. And now we are starting our degree in the next 4 months in Ghana, and we are extending it to Nigeria. Michael, standing here, is born in Ghana 42 or 43 years ago. My mother is a Ghanaian. No, my mother is a Nigerian, but was born in Ghana. My father also was in Nigeria, was trained in Ghana. So I was privileged to born in Ghana, so I speak all languages in Ghana. I schooled in Nigeria. I think I did my school in Nigeria. Later, I lost my both parents, and I have to go back to my motherland. And so when you see Kojo, Kojo means anyone that is born on Monday is called Kojo. So on behalf of Ghanaians, I will say Akwaba. That means you are all welcome. If I say Akwaba, you said Medawas. Or you said you Akwaba. Thank you so much. I know one day I will see all of you in Ghana. without wasting much of our time, we want to have every nominees to be decorated before I ever have the chairman. We are very sure that in the next 5 minutes, the chairman will be in. After the decoration, I'll be doing some small of introduction about what M. Gibbs is and why we are doing what we are doing. So without wasting our time, I will hand over the microphone to the MC to please call us one by one why I'll be there for us to receive our gown and be decorated. Thank you.
Did I get it right? Medawase. It sounds like that your food. Wate. I don't know if it's the one. All right. Are you ready for us, sir? All right. I'm going to call on the first recipient. Adefison Williams Adeyemi Adebayo.
It would be wrong to get your doctorate without your gown. Am I correct?